Hey YouTube, I'm in some athletic gear because I'm going to go for a bike ride after this. But I just wanted to do a quick video here. Let me show you this. This is an Acer Aspire 1. This is a netbook. This is a pretty neat little computer. And I was going to do a long-term test on it. I've had this for 4 months. I was going to give it a few more months and then I was going to do a long-term test on it. Also for the magazine I run, the photography magazine, I was actually going to review this and probably give it a positive light, except for it broke. I'll show you what happened. Now I'm running a check disk now, so just ignore the screen itself. But right here, there we go. That's the right click. The right click, even though it still clicks fine, in Windows is stuck to activated. I think what's happened is somehow the button that it presses in broke and it's stuck to activated. I've reformatted it 3 times. I've done all these crazy things to try and fix it. None of it worked. But I contacted Acer today, seeing if I can get it sent away for repair, since it is obviously under warranty. And frankly, I like having a netbook, and I would have kept using it if Acer wouldn't have treated me like crap. Okay? So here's the first thing that happened. One, I hadn't registered the product, which was my mistake, but it's been 4 months. I figured, no problem. I'll just put in my registration information when they ask for it, or if they ask for it, and I should be fine. So they said to me to do that, and while I was doing that, I had the first technician basically hang up on me. So I told him 2 seconds. I'll type it in, send it away. It'll take 2 minutes. By the time I filled in the information, which literally took me 2 minutes, if that, he'd already hung up on me. So that was enough of that guy. So on to the next. While registering, I ran into some issues, and I had to call another tech just to get the damn thing registered. So what ended up happening was the date on my receipt doesn't work in their system, and my postal code doesn't work in their system. If that makes any sense to you, please explain it to me, okay? My postal code is real. Although it may look fake, it is real. And my the date of purchase was read right from the receipt. So, and I put in the correct format for them. So he decided to manually register the product, and then he ran into the same problem with the date. So what ended up happening was he decided to argue it for over an hour, and there's no way you can argue a number on the receipt. I asked him, how is the number going to magically change on the receipt? I have it right in front of me. He then proceeded to tell me that I had to call Best Buy and have them fax me a copy of the receipt, which we know they'll never do, and that I would have to fax them a copy of the copy that I got from Best Buy, which had date on it. So obviously my original receipt means nothing to Acer. So I gave up on that, and I said, look, I'm not going to do that. This is ridiculous. Forget this. I don't need this kind of crap. And as soon as I said that, he just kind of registered it right there and then. So that was fine. So then we got to the problem of the button. He asked, what have I installed? Have I made any hardware changes? Have I done anything with the netbook, which I hadn't? And then he says he wants me to do a full recovery of the system, which means I'd have to reformat and lose all my files. Not a big thing because I'd already done it 3 times since the issue. And basically I told him that. I said, look, I've done it 3 times. And he said, well, do it again. I said, look, if I format the system 3 times in a row, what makes you think that the 4th time is going to be that magic time? It's usually, third time's a trick. So, anyways, so he proceeded to argue with me that I should reformat again, but I told him I'm not going to do it because I'd done it 3 times since the issue started, and none of which worked. I even installed a different operating system, and it didn't help. So I really gave up on that. And at this point, I was kind of frustrated with this guy because he was just arguing every single thing. But he eventually said, okay, all the troubleshooting we've done, which is him arguing to me, I guess. I guess that's what troubleshooting means to techs. But whatever, troubleshooting we've done, he learned that I have to send it into repair, which I already knew. This is nothing new. I've read this on forums. I knew what the issue was. I knew what's happening. So he then proceeds to tell me that I have to pay for shipping. Now, I think I only have to pay for shipping one way, but even still, I refused to pay shipping. And there's a reason for this. Every computer system I've had that I've had problems with and sent it in for repair, one, I didn't have to pay for shipping. Either way, they either send me a box, a secure box, with a shipping label, or just a shipping label and I found my own box, which is not a problem because I keep the box to my computers anyways. So I said, no, I'm not going to pay that. And he said, well, then there's nothing we can do. So he informed me that their policy is that their customers will pay for shipping to fix warranty repairs on stuff that they screwed up when they manufactured. And I think that's disgusting. You might think that that's fine, and that's, you're the way you think. But I think if I pay for a product and I want to get it repaired under warranty, that the company who manufactured it incorrectly should pay for shipping. I don't care if shipping's $1, $2, $4. I'd rather spend the $450 more to get a new netbook from a better company who's going to take care of the product better if they've messed it up. So this is kind of a warning. If you're going to buy an Acer computer, know that you will have to pay for shipping to get it repaired if there's a warranty issue. And considering it's an Acer computer, especially if you get an Acer netbook, you're probably going to run into the exact same problem I did. So know that you may have to pay to ship it in. Now, if you're okay with that, it's a fine netbook. I mean, it runs okay, but the touchpad becomes useless if that breaks. So, I mean, really, it's kind of ridiculous, and I'm not going to pay. I'm actually just going to get rid of it. Now, I had purchased this, not sure if I mentioned, I run a photography magazine, and I'd purchased this as a review unit, so obviously this little puppy is getting the thumbs down. Same with Acer. For all the other computers in the company other than this one, this is a Dell laptop, but all the other laptops that we use and computers we use for the company are all Acers. So they will no longer be Acer, so I'll be switching those out to... I might go Dell again. I'm kind of liking my Dells. But you kind of get the gist of it. I mean, if you're going to buy a netbook, even a used one, you have to look out, because if this problem happens to you, you might have to pay more to ship it in and get it fixed. So, anyways, that's my warning. Take it or leave it. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below, and you can message me anytime. I check my messages at least once a day. Anyways, I'm off for a bike ride, and I'll see you later.